Welcome to my channel. It's been a while since I've done a video. Today is going to be about Christmas celebration or any celebrations and how to handle that, and maybe to challenge you to make some changes. So I've had this condition for a few years now, and over that time I've gone from being in severe pain all the time, not able to do anything. I've had some better times, I've had some bad times, and I get good and bad days now. I think the main impact on me is probably the medication, but leading up to Christmas normally is stressful for me, because I don't know if you find this, that you have certain standards and certain things that you want to do, and you have certain things that you want to do with your family that you normally do. It's all built around traditions, isn't it? And sometimes I think that when we have this condition or a chronic pain condition that people can't see, we still try to do what we used to do. And many of my videos talk about this, that maybe life can't be as it used to be, and maybe you have to reinvent yourself as a person and accept that. Acceptance in this condition is one of the biggest problems, just knowing that actually you have it and knowing that you have to make changes. Now, I have a really big family and I like to entertain over Christmas. Generally speaking, we have a Christmas Day and a Boxing Day, and generally speaking I'm there for both, and we have at least 10 people a day, but normally a lot more than that. And so yes, it's fun, yes it's busy, yes it's great to see all the family. But in reality, over the last few years, I've tried to streamline it down, and it hasn't worked, because we still have people to try and fit in, and you feel like you're letting people down. So my challenge to you is, are you feeling like that? Are you in that situation? So it may be that you've just recently been diagnosed, or you think you have the condition and you're in a lot of pain and you're trying to get the medication right, and there is no chance of you doing what you used to do. You're not going to be able to have loads of people around because you know you're in too much pain. I think in that situation it's slightly easier. Not that it's easier to be in a lot of pain, but you know you can't do it. I think the harder thing is when you are intermittent. So some days are good, some days are bad. When you are feeling like you're making progress, and so you want to start doing things again, but you don't know how much to do, and it's really difficult because no one else is going to make that decision for you. So for a few years I have tried to slow down the Christmas thing, and I've said to my husband quite a few times, I'm not enjoying it as much. I get more tired. I feel like I need to make changes, but I don't know what changes to make. And in reality, I don't think I was strong enough to stand up and say, this has to change, I can't do this anymore. I think my husband would have been behind me to make those changes, but he does like company and he does like the busy Christmas period. So for him, it wasn't so important to make those changes, and I think I needed to push forward for myself. You'll find that people will feel not sorry for you, but will try to be understanding, but what they won't get is sometimes you may look okay. What they won't get is sometimes you might be able to do what you used to do, but then the next day you're absolutely wiped out, and it's for you to try and make those changes. So let me tell you about some of the changes I've made. So recently I've had to go on different tablets for something else, so it's a double whammy of feeling quite lethargic and sort of struggling with that tired feeling. So I have said, look, I cannot do the second day. I can do the first day, but I cannot do the second day. Now, as it is, my mum's birthday is happening anyway, and there's going to be an arrangement where we go out on the second day, which means someone else is going to be cooking for me. But even if that hadn't happened, I would have been pushing to say I can't do the second day. Now, the issue for me is I have a lot of children, and some of them need to fit in their in-laws and stuff. They can't all come to me on Christmas Day, and neither would I expect that to happen. So in reality, it means that I would have possibly not seen some of them if we didn't have this other family celebration happening, and I would have found that really, really hard. But I needed to make that change, and I've got to make a decision. Is it more important for me to see everybody that second day, even though most of them are local, or is it more important for me to protect my health and actually be able to enjoy the time that I do have on the Christmas Day, and then maybe meet up with them after? And the actual answer to that is, it's more important for me to protect my health. And I hope that you can see that for yourself, if you're a bit like me, that actually in the long run you're going to be wiped out anyway. And what I was finding is I'd get through Christmas Day, Boxing Day would happen, that's what we call it here, I don't know, you might call it something else where you are. I get through Boxing Day just about, but I wouldn't enjoy Boxing Day. But the reality is we might actually have more people on the Boxing Day, more people to enjoy and more people to see, but I wouldn't be enjoying it. And by the afternoon, I'd be feeling like I want to lay down, not just for an hour, but for about 4 hours, which is half the day gone. So really, I've needed to make these changes. And I suppose what I'm trying to say to you, to comfort you, is if you need to make the changes because you have the potential to see it through, but in reality you know you're going to suffer for it afterward, big style, then make the changes. It may be you're not ready to this year, but trust me, as time goes on, I think you'll find that you will make them anyway, so it might be worth thinking about it now. So the other thing to say is that if you look at the days that you have and what you're doing and how busy it is, are there ways around the food side to get more help with that? Are there times when, if you do have to have a couple of busy days and there is no way around it, is there going to be a time when perhaps the family can be doing something else, like playing a board game, going for a walk, and you can say, do you know what, I'm going to take some time out now. I've done the meal, or I've been with you for the meal, and now I need to go and lay down because then I can enjoy the evening. Is that a way around it for you? Again, I've done that and it does sort of help, even though I've made a bigger major change today. So some of you have been quite keen for me to make a video, so thank you for your encouragement. I get a lot of positive comments on the channel, which is really, really lovely. As I'm sure you can imagine, with trigeminal neuralgia, it isn't easy for me to share. It's not something I enjoy sharing about. And also, because I've had a more stable period of time, I think that I don't like to come on and share for the sake of sharing and for the sake of making a video. I like to come on and share something that I think might be helpful to you. Because I have been more stable in a way, I haven't had anything that I really wanted to say, but I do really want to say about celebrations. And I do really want to say to some of you as well that watch my channel that everybody will be in a different situation. Some of you will have to have surgery, and this video be like, well, I haven't been able to do anything at all, let alone have a celebration. I need to go in for, you know, brain surgery. Well, so in your situation it's going to be different, and I'm doing a video that's not as relevant to you, except for the fact, of course, that I wish you well and I hope that you can have someone to help you with the recovery. And those of you who are really early in the journey, you'll be looking at me and saying, well, she's making a video, she's having Christmas, she's not in terrible pain all the time. And I'm not, but I was in the beginning. And so if you've just alighted upon this video, I encourage you to watch the whole journey. Go back onto my channel and watch my very first story and watch through my videos, and you will see how much pain I was in, how distressed I was at the beginning. You will see some times when I'm describing a flare-up and what the pain's like, because many of you who are searching for a channel will be looking to find out what that pain is really like. There are lots of videos about that on there, and I don't share the pain every time because that would be like repeating myself. So yeah, check out my channel. I hope you found this interesting, and I hope to do another video before the new year so that I can encourage you into the new year. But if there's anything that happens, either good or bad, that's significant to me, I will come on and make a video. Other than that, if I don't see you before Christmas now, have a lovely Christmas, look after yourselves, and I will see you on Let's Face It Together. Thank you.